Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Friday night of Let's Talk Benchrest with Kentucky and Hobbies. We got a full room back there in the back room tonight. Uh, Justin's back there feeding his face and eating up all the pizza and the breadsticks, and we got to get them out of there before they get so full they fall asleep and they can't talk. But got a new panelist tonight too. I'd like to introduce to everybody. I'm sure a lot of you in this community is already familiar with him, but he's just getting started in his video making. So we're going to try to help get him boosted up there and get him some subs tonight. And we're going to learn a little bit about that Rimfire Dave tonight. And we're going to continue on with our interviews of the panelists and talk to Dave and learn a little bit about his background and how he got started in all this and what made him decide to start YouTubing. And we'll talk about his favorite guns and his least favorite guns and the mistakes he's made and the successes he's had. And we're going to talk about all that stuff. So, anyways, enough rambling on. Let's go ahead and start bringing out the back room. So, up first, we have Hasbro.
Hey guys.
So, how was your week, buddy?
Yeah. Sorry, I got an echo. I got to kill it. Hey, it's good to be with you tonight, guys. It's gonna be a fun night. We got to hear a little bit about Dave and learn some more about some other people, and I look forward to it. Should be a good time.
Yeah, man. I see Boomstick's changed his name again.
Did he? I got to look.
Yep.
It's got to be creative, I'm sure.
Yep, I farted. All right. Well, up next, we got that first place and second place winner. Let's see if he's off to somewhere this weekend. How about Leather Action 22? Brock.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. How's your week,
No,
man?
I got an off week this week, so I will be here at the house.
Oh,
It's been a little hot. Air conditioner went out a couple days ago, so we're waiting on them to fix that. So been a little warm.
you have to get rid of one of them rifles, pay for an air conditioner.
I'm telling you. Priority.
Well, all right. Well, up next, we got that menacing sports, and he may not be with us the whole time tonight, but we'll enjoy him what time we have him. How's your week, buddy?
It's been a lot of 10, 12-hour days.
Yeah, seems like every time Canada has fires or anything like that, we get their smoke.
Yeah.
All right. Well, up next, we got Justin from here in Kentucky.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be with you tonight. Hopefully, we get to learn about old Rimfire Dave and pick his brain a little bit tonight.
Well, did you learn anything in all them teaching seminars you sat in this week?
Oh, yeah. Learned some good places to eat in Louisville.
Yeah. You was on your phone talking to me biggest time you was in there. I don't know how you learned anything.
I didn't.
All right. Well, up next, we got George from Southern Rifle, also from down here in Kentucky. How's your week been, George?
Been pretty good. Had a pretty good week. Got to shoot some last week. Shot a match and got a big one coming tomorrow. So it's been a pretty good week.
Yep. Hopefully, if all the stars line up right, I'll be shooting a match with you tomorrow. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
So, all right. Well, next up is the American Hillbilly, our technical support. He's muted, so he may be out of the office.
Now, I'm muted because Boomstick farted.
Oh.
Seen Boomstick change his name again.
Yep.
And another, at least we can say this one on air. So,
well, Boomstick, we have to ask, was that because you just wanted to change your name, or was that because you got booted again?
well, nobody can mention him before.
Vince Ratliff says we're froze up, but we're still moving on this end.
It was. It fixed it now. It's better.
Well, a lot of times it freezes up. Sometimes it might be on whoever's watching their side, too. So
It's probably all those fumes from Boomstick.
Okay. It was doing it to me too. I got the spinning hourglass on the regular live stream, not our StreamYard side, but on the YouTube side.
All right. Well, up next we got a newcomer to the panel, and I invited him. He is one of my VIP members, and he's also got started making his own videos, and I'd like to help get him some subscribers if we can. So if you're not familiar with him, hopefully by the end of the show you will be familiar with him, and that is Steve from living in Southwest Virginia. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing good. How are you, Chad?
I'm doing good.
I
Steve,
want to thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to have you here. And Steve's not far from Kentucky.
No, not too far at all.
No. So we'll give you a chance here in a few minutes. Tell us a little bit about yourself. But last one in the room back there is old Rimfire Dave, and he's like a hen on a hot rock waiting to get out here and tell everybody hello. And he is the person tonight that will be interviewed. So we're going to learn more about him. So welcome, Rimfire Dave. How was your week?
It was warm, very warm. Humidity was very high. Had to stay in the house all week, so I've been cooped up. So not good, but I'm above ground. So here I am.
That retired life's awful, ain't it?
It's tough.
And you didn't tell the whole truth because you had a golf outing today.
I did. It was a gift from another fella. Yes.
So I believe Dave's got a delay because it takes him a few minutes to answer me. So this might get interesting tonight interviewing him, but we're going to go with it. But first, let's hear a little bit about Steve. And Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you decide to get into this video making. And Hillbilly, while he's introducing himself, if you don't care to plug a link to his channel, that would be great.
I sure will, buddy.
Well, thank you, Chad. I grew up in Southwest Virginia, little town Damascus, if any of you has ever heard of it. And I moved away from there about 25 years ago, but still in Southwest Virginia. And I grew up with Dad teaching us how to shoot, hunt, fish. I mean, he was an outdoorsman, and that was our time together, was hunting and fishing. So got older, continued hunting and everything, and then kind of got out of the hunting and started target shooting a little bit in the last few years. But I've been watching YouTube for years, learning a lot of good information on here. And I started here a couple months ago watching Chad's channel, participating in the lives and in the Hillbillies, and saw where you guys are growing. And I had thought and had told my brother there many times, this is something I wish I'd have got in on years ago when it first started. And I didn't. And it just, over the last couple months, I got to thinking, why not give it a try? So made my first video, and that was the hardest one. But got it out there and just kind of starting working along. I'm a little slow at it still, but I want to keep working on it and try to grow.
Well, your last video you put out, you did good. You had 2 cameras. I mean, usually that's what people jump onto you about. Hey, you're not using 2 cameras, but you've already got that down pat. So
yeah, it mostly takes them about 300 videos before they figure that out. So you're already ahead of the wave.
He's speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, there'll be all kinds of people out there, buddy, to tell you how to run your channel, but the best thing I can tell you is you do you. So,
the best I can.
So far, I like what I've seen on your channel, and I encourage everybody to go over and check you out and give him a sub. Don't cost you a dime. So
I was watching it today.
Yep, he's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But well, Leather Action 22 jumped off and now he's back. Air conditioner got to you, didn't it?
Oh man, I'm telling you. No, I hit the wrong button.
He has lost his air conditioner. So George says it's buffering on his end real bad. I think there's a few of us that are buffering, buddy. I'm not having it on my end, but it seems like Dave's lagging, and the side chat says that there was some delays too. So not sure what's going on there, but
I'm not seeing any here yet on my side on the channel.
Hillbillies like to feed the mules.
Yeah, those meals I went and fed them some good high protein. So they're ready to go.
Perry in Kentucky says he just subscribed to Steve.
Thank you, Perry.
Well, what we're going to do is the same thing we've been doing. We've selected Dave. We're going to learn a little bit about Dave, and we'll just go around the room, and each one of us will ask him a question. So, Dave, I'm just going to start off by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go from there asking questions.
Well, what do you want to know? I guess I started shooting rimfires back in the 70s. So that tells you how old I am. And then I left the rimfires and went to centerfire and tried that for a few years and decided it got too expensive. So I went back to rimfires. And I'm still with rimfires today. And that's about the total. You know, I'm retired for 20 some years, so I have a little bit of free time. I've tried making videos, and I can't get the 2-camera thing down yet.
And we're going to work on
that. But I will.
But you made some good videos. I watch them. I learned a lot.
Leather Action 22 became a member on YouTube. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, and Chad, if you don't mind, real quick, I'm gonna go back up here. We got some starred stuff here. So not only Lever Action 22 became a member, also J Delta 22NC became a member tonight. You're up to 4 members, bro. We should have had that giveaway, Steve, before the channel started, because it was just me and Steve. So
I'm gonna give away a knife a month, and your all's odds just got worse.
Yeah. Well, also J Delta threw some money towards that giveaway. Also,
I see that. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. So, anyways, I guess I'll go with the first question, Dave.
Oh, give me a minute. I'll tell you how it happened. I was in New York on a fishing trip, I think. And we drove by the shooting range and there was a lot of cars there. Up there, and I seen all these fancy 22s. And they said they were shooting the state champ. A lot of really nice guns there. So that got me thinking, why shouldn't I be able to build one? So I came home and I got on the internet like everybody else, and I started looking at actions. And back then, there was a couple. So I threaded it and chambered it and put it on, and then I built a stock for it. And I started shooting it, and I thought, this is okay. So that's how I got started building guns, and I'm trying to think. That must have been about 25 years ago, I think. It was right before I retired.
So Hasbro, what? We'll just go around the room. Hasbro, you go next.
So, what equipment did you have to acquire to build the rifles at the level you want?
Well, I already had a lathe and a mill and all the machines you needed. But the difficulty with the 22 is you have to get them pretty much centered up in your lathe. So most bores are 216.216. So you have to have a bushing to go in the barrel so you can get the barrel perfectly straight, because as most of you don't know, when you have a barrel 30 inches long, that's usually what they come in, they're not straight. I mean, they got a bend in them. It's like a little bow. So you have to get the cartridge going in the chamber straight. So that was the first problem I had to overcome, learning how to get that straight. The same thing you do with high power, but high power is a little easier because the bore are a lot bigger. But with a 22 rimfire, the tools are a lot smaller. I got that to work. And now I got it chambered and thread. I read the book by Alfie, who at the time I thought was about how he got his gun. There it is. That's the book. And I was confused because after he built the gun, he would put it in a rest and shoot the 60 degrees or 90 degrees to the right and shoot it again. Then he would turn it upside down and shoot it, and then keep on going around 4 times on the clock shooting it. And then whichever group shot the best, then he would go ahead and mark that and then turn the barrel so that was already upright, because it might have shot at 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and he would turn it. And I figured out that he's just figuring out how the bow is. He has that bend going in and out the top. And by doing that, turning it, he figured out where it was. And I thought there should be an easier way. So why couldn't I do it on my lathe, which I learned how to do later, to get the belly so it goes out the top. You can get it out the bottom too. And that was the hardest part, learning how to do that. Did I help you, Hasbro?
You did. Good information.
All right, George, what about you, buddy?
All right, Dave, the main thing, buddy. Do you have another martini to sell?
George, you're putting a lot of pressure on me.
Or 52.
And the answer is
I got a good deal.
I'd have to
I
look,
believe
George.
it.
You know I have some.
I shot your gun
I
last
do.
week in
I
a
do.
match.
I like. And how'd it do?
Oh, it did okay.
George,
about
how'd
what
it
I
do?
expected.
Okay.
Did okay, about how I expected, but
Yep.
I got shot on. I got crossfired on. Got DQ'd.
Mm.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh.
I thought you and Chad weren't shooting together till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that's a
getting
good one.
rough in here.
Yeah.
Oh, got
That
Rustic
was appropriate.
Rimfire 22 jumping in. Justin, what about you, buddy?
We'll take a minute here to congratulate Chris Lang on his 1,000 subs. That's a pretty good milestone.
Yeah, congrats.
Oh, yeah.
and he said, "Sell me that gun." I said, jokingly, 900. He goes, "Sold." But yeah,
I made
So why the Navy?
Oh gosh.
he liked to dress
well,
like
that's an easy question. I graduated in the late May. Graduation was, and my parents were there. Now you do all the husbands do, and we get home later. I'm changing my clothes to go out. I'm graduated. I'm going to go out a little bit. And my father said, "Oh, I forgot this came from you." And he handed me my draft notice. And I had to report the following Saturday to the U.S. Army. And I got to thinking, I don't want to carry no target, So I went down to the Navy and joined. and ended up retiring.
Good deal.
Yep.
I was just wondering if it was like
So I,
so a lot of times when you have people that do a career, it's that they came from like a Navy family or an Army family or something. So
no, my father was in the Air Force. I just joined the Navy. But I didn't want to join the Army, and I didn't want to join the Marines. They were too gung ho. So the Navy was my next choice.
Let's see, we got Garage Guy and Dale Pogue jumping in there on the side chat. So, Steve, what you got for him, buddy? You got a question for Dave?
Yeah, I do. Dave, you mentioned that you already had the mill and the lathe when you got started building guns. Did you have a machinist background?
I did not. That's a funny story. While I was in the Navy, I purchased an older Corvette, and I put it in the storage shed. So when I got out, I would have this car. Well, when I got out, I didn't have no interest in it. So I sold it. And I thought, that money's burning a hole in my pocket. And I thought, I'm going to go buy. So I did, because Euro Optics is not far from my house. And not Euro Optics, Grizzly is not far from my house. So I went up there and spent it all in one day. Bought all the machines and brought them home, and had to hire a crane to lower them down into my shop. And they've been there since for 30 years, I think. Well, since 95. So how many years ago was that?
30.
Yeah, 30
Yeah,
years.
that's 30 years. Yep. I
Cool beans.
made a lot of things in those years.
I love my Grizzly stuff. I got woodworking equipment from Grizzly.
There's Sam Folks. Hello, Sam.
My whole basement's Grizzly.
So, Hillbilly.
Oh man. So I know you said like you was in like the Navy and stuff and you're retired and all that, but where did you find the time for all the Daredevil stuff and everything, you know, your Super Dave stuff? You know, all the TV shows, the Super Dave, the Red, White, and Blue. I mean, did the Navy just let you out to do those, or?
Well, you get 30 days vacation every year, and I would save them to go to shoots. Yeah.
Yeah. I still
I
believe
did.
you're the original Super Dave.
I don't think so. I'm too old for that.
I got a bunch of AI done, Hillbilly, for that, but it never came out quite right.
There's,
Morphing his face on Super Dave's body.
There's Mr. 1000 Subs himself. Just got on the side chat.
Yes, and big congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Chris.
So, Brock, I know you got to have a question. You into that ARA stuff? You got something spinning up there in that head?
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff spinning up in this head. I can't catch none of them. What's your favorite action to build something on? Or do you have a favorite?
PT&G.
Center fire, or rim fire?
Either one.
It's savage.
Rim fire or center fire?
Either one.
Either.
Well, I started building center fire guns first. They're a little easier. And I started with Remington, and then I moved into Pandas, and then finally into bats. And that's where I stayed with bat and Pandas. Until the rimfire actions, I started with a let me see, what was the first one? Was that 10X. From the 10X after that was a turbo. It might have been 2 turbos. And then I got into the 40Xs. I would buy 40Xs and pull the barrels off and build them up. I think I did 3 or maybe 4 of them. I'm not sure. And then after I left them, I went to Voodoos. And then during the Voodoo phase, I went back to turbos. And then from the turbos, I went into a couple Savages. And now I'm working on another one, Action, and I'm not happy with, but I don't want to mention the name yet, as some of you know what they are.
Yeah.
I saw George's
But,
ears perk up.
The easy.
I saw George's ears perk up when you said Panda.
Panda fan, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pandas are. I have 2 Swindlehursts. They were purchased back years ago when they were available, and I liked them. But again, guys offered me a lot of money, and I thought, wow,
That's the only reason.
you know. And I'm not in the business to collect guns, even though I have a lot. So down the road they go. If you want to buy something that I have, I'll put a price on it.
So,
isn't that right, Mr. Crad?
Sound like
yeah.
How about that red rifle?
Got me. It's got a big price on it, Hasbro.
I bet it does.
You want to buy it? I'll sell it to you.
He wants the Voodoo. The Navy was a full-time career, Dave. That's the only thing you ever done career-wise.
Well, I made a couple of mistakes, as a lot of us have. I went in the Navy right out of high school, and then I met a young lady, and we got married, and then she talked me into getting out. And I thought, okay. Now, remember, all I know is high school in the Navy, and I get out after 4 years, and I had to go get a job. And I was not happy at all with the job. And it wasn't very, very long. Her and I got to fighting, and I said, I can't take this. I'm going back in after about 4 or 5 year break. And I had to do some stuff. I got back in, and we got divorced, and I was back in the Navy, and I stayed. They had to throw me out the next time. So,
real quick over in the side chat there, Boom says somebody gave him a Vector Optics 10 to 40 by 50 today. I got one of those, and I like it a lot. And Justin and a few others went and bought some. Matter of fact, they ran Amazon out of stock. And one of our shooters came to the range this weekend, and he got a bad one. And it would not adjust on the windage. It would adjust elevation, but it would not.
Yeah.
So
It ran out of travel.
yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with that, but the good thing about it is it was purchased through Amazon. And Amazon take anything back. So, but
did they try giving it a few good whacks with a brass hammer?
No. But all right, so Hasbro, it's your turn again.
All right. So what is the magic? What's the secret recipe to that red rifle?
What?
What are the major components? What's the secret to your red rifle?
Well, it's a Voodoo Action with a very good barrel. And when I bought it, I cleaned it. As everybody know, I'm a big guy on cleaning, and I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. And then I did all the steps I tell everybody. Then I checked the torque on it till it got shooting better with the torque. And then I put a tuner on it and got that shooting. And then I started testing ammo till I found an ammo I liked. But one of the other steps I did, and I tell people this, they have a hard time adjusting. I tried 4 different scopes on it before I could get one to really shoot good with that scope on it. I tried a Night Force, I tried a Golden Eagle, I tried a Citron, and finally I put on a March. And it seemed to shoot the best with the March scope on it. And it's like one of my videos, I tell them everything affects the rimfire, everything. And but that gun there just seems to shoot. I have 3 Voodoos. I'm getting ready to put a barrel on one. I don't know whether this never shot from day one. I didn't build this gun. I bought it, and right around it's starting to shoot.
So
So
over
I'm
the
it's
over,
time.
over in the side chat, we were talking about those vector optics, and Rustic Rimfire says he's had a few he's had to send back as well. So, you know, they were under 200 beans, so it don't surprise me that you get one bad every once in a while. But like I said earlier, at least it's through Amazon, because Amazon will take anything back.
I'm surprised you're not saying save your money and buy a Barska.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I beat you with the Barska.
You did. You did.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off.
All right, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Next couple videos that should be coming out in my queue are gonna be a couple of videos of me shooting other people's vintage rifles, but these are going to be some iron sight rifles at 100 and also at 50 yards. So that's what I got coming up. Don't really have any plans to do anything this weekend. I've got things around the house I got to do, so I don't know if I'll even get out to the range this week or not. But shot a match last Saturday, and I finished third.
So you had that rifle bought.
I'm sorry?
I said I really thought in that video the other day that you had that rifle bought.
Until he walked up and saw the glisten in my eyes, he was serious when he was down at that 50-yard bench. He was,
Yeah.
and that's just how Mike is. Mike has offered to sell people some of the things he's collected in the past, and I love the guy. But it's just when he sees that other people really like it and they're too over enthused, he pulls back on, no, I can't sell that right now,
Yeah.
type of a thing. He's got we got a guy in the club. Well, one of the guys that I borrowed a couple of the other rifles from, Paul, that I got the 52 from. Paul's been trying to pry a 50 or match 54 out of him, because Paul's shot a 1-hole 5-round group at 50 yards. And I mean, it is like literally 0.17 group at 5 yards with some ammo out of it. And, and he's never been able to repeat that with any rifle he's ever had. So, for him, that's the holy grail. He wants that rifle. And this other Mike that has the ant shoots and the one that I shot, that super match, he had no interest in that rifle, because he just bought the Superman, but once he knew someone else wanted it, he got real apprehensive about selling it. So it'll probably get willed to the guys in the gun club because he doesn't got any kids. But
yep. Brock says it in the side chat. He says stuff's worth more when other people wants it.
and I don't want him to sell it to me if he's isn't serious about it, because he'll regret it.
He'd have seller's remorse.
Yep. I wouldn't be able to come and shoot it at that range with thinking that he might be there on any given day, because I know it would be too painful for him. So, but yeah, that's all I got coming up. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off, guys. I got a long day at work tomorrow. So,
all right.
Have a good night.
Good night,
nice to see everybody again.
See you, buddy. Thanks for jumping on.
See you, Mike.
See you later, Dave.
Okay, so we were at George.
Yep. See you, Mike. Can I say something now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I took the Savage out to the range two or 3 days ago. It was very early in the morning, and I put it on the bench. I started shooting it, and I want to make a sight adjustment, and I reach up on the scope to turn it, and it just spins. I thought,
Oh.
what's going on? So there's 3 little set screws in there, and I looked, and the set screws are all gone. So I thought, how's that possible? So I get the Allen wrench and I check every hole, no screw. So I went to the one on the side for the windage, and I saw there was 3 in that one. So I took one out, put one in the top, tightened it up so I can make adjustment. Now the name of the scope was a Citron 10 to 50. So I get home and I look everywhere, and they're the really tiny screws. So I call Citron, and I get a guy on the phone, and I tell him somehow I lost the screws. And he said, you have to go back to the website under the support section, and there's a questionnaire they asked you, fill it out. So I said, okay. So I do. I put my name and everything in there, and I tell him, somehow I lost the screws. I don't know whether I took them out, forgot. I don't know what happened. Would you sell me the screws? And I said, let me know. About an hour later, he sends me a thing, a text that says, they're in the mail to you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
I wanted to tell you that within an hour, they packaged them up and shipped them. I didn't get them yet. This just happened this week. But they had no problem. And I got 3 screws on the way, and I thought, that's taken care of your people. And I wanted to let everybody know that what happened.
That's
I had
great.
something like that with Loophole. I bought a Loophole target scope many years ago, and it was missing one of the caps. And I bought it at Bud's Gun Supply. You guys know what those are. And so I called Loophole and said, hey, can I buy one? They said, no, but we'll ship you one for free. That's the kind of customer service you remember.
Yep, that's good customer service.
Yeah, the product's only as good as the customer.
Exactly.
Service.
That's what Yep.
And the best guarantee and warranty is the one that you never need.
I'm not intentionally bashing a brand here, but we have a range member that had an Arkin, and the set screws were stripped. They wouldn't tighten up, and he contacted Arkin to see if they would warranty it, and they told him no, he'd have to buy a new cap.
Well.
And he bought the scope brand new. He shot and zeroed his gun, and he loosened up the screws to set the zero. And when he went to tighten the screws and stuff back up and put it in place, they wouldn't tighten. They would not do anything about it. They told him he'd have to purchase a new cap.
So that sucks.
Yeah,
I have a fix for that in case he's listening.
Do you know if that's early model Arkin, Chad?
All he has to do. Go ahead.
Waiting on you, Dave. All he has to do is what?
Oh, it's on. I'll tell him how to fix it. All he has to do is take a toothpick and split it about 3 times, and then stick it in there, and then stick the screw in, and it'll thread right in. It works.
So, but I don't remember what model it was. It's been several months ago, but he took his Arkin off and bought a Night Force. Said he'd never own another Arkin.
Well, the reason I asked is
I I own 2 or 3 of them, so I'm not knocking Arkin. You're gonna get
Mhm.
something. You're gonna get something bad in every brand. So
Yeah, I have I think 3 Arkin scopes. One of them an LPVO that absolutely, I love them. I mean, but I do know the early models. Reason I was asking, they had another company making them before they actually started manufacturing themselves. So that's the reason I was asking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Rustic Rimvar says that's not the first time he's heard that scenario with them either. So I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking on them, but if that truly is the way they handled it, then it should have been handled better. Just like, well, I mean, Rustic Rimfire had problems out of a Bagar barrel, and they didn't want to replace it until he made a video and said, okay, they wouldn't replace mine, but they replaced these other people's. And then they was like, oh yeah, we'll replace yours too. So like, uh, sometimes you
Gee
just gotta
whiz.
call. Sometimes you just gotta call people out. I guess I don't know, but
Yeah.
the order has changed here. So I think we were at George, uh, but we'll just follow suit here. Steve, what's your question?
Dave, what's the one rifle that you let get away that you wished you had kept, or maybe it's a rifle that you wanted but you didn't get it?
Wow.
Dave's got them all.
George, I don't miss any of them. I guess it's like I just I'm just happy if people like them. When I get rid of them, I hope they're happy as I was when I had it. You know, I don't miss any of them. Sorry to say.
Can I say something real quick? Dave sounds like my grandfather because one time he sold the couch in their house that my grandma was sitting on. He's like, actually, get up. I just sold that to this feller.
Wife not included.
All right, George, what you got for him?
All right, what is your favorite rimfire, past or present?
Oh, that's easy. 52 Winchester.
Good man.
Good choice.
Got Justin's approval.
I approve.
Yeah, between those 3, I can't find one.
Is that a A,
Oh
B,
boy,
C?
Hasbro, I got.
Is that a A, B, C, D, or E? Because you got them all.
I do. I have an A, B, C, D, E.
You have a
An
pre
E is rare.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you need a pre-A.
The one I got today, I think, is a pre-A. Doesn't say A on it,
Yep.
It's
but
pre-A.
It's
I'm
pre-A.
not sure. Pre-A.
Yep.
Well, I got that today.
Oh,
I'm
so
still
now
looking. If I find the 52,
you still need an A.
Look at Ronald Eastman out there. He says he's got
Well,
3 of them.
I had
I'm
I
looking for
I,
a
I had 3. I had 3. Somebody took one.
I'll find me a slick D one of these days, but I'm not a big 52 fan. I mean, I like them. I'm looking for one right now, but I don't know. I always like the 40X over the 52s.
Well, Justin,
I like 40Xs, no doubt.
Justin over there, he paid him a little
Give it
visit.
to me, Justin.
I got a 40X on the way.
He's paid him a little visit to CMP, and he's got him a 40X on the way.
Oh, cool beans.
Hopefully I get a good one. If not, we'll be rebarreling the 40X action.
You won't. It's hard. It's hard to wear the damn things out.
Yeah,
You get one every now and then that they've been mistreated. You know, the
yeah, that's
barrel
all
or
I'm worried
something.
about.
Yeah,
Rust or
but
something fitting.
other than that, you'll be okay.
Yeah. That's all that I'm worried about is rust or pitting in the barrel,
In the
or
barrel.
the crown.
But most time that's not the case. They're usually okay.
Yeah.
Might look bad, but they're okay.
Yep.
But you do have a lot that are a lot better than other ones too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like everything else.
Yep.
Justin, you got a question?
What's your greatest achievement as far as shooting in matches? You know, like what's the biggest match you ever won, or you know, what's your greatest achievement with shooting it
Okay.
you can think of?
I back in when I first started shooting, I wanted to be NRA distinguished, and I finally accomplished that in 1985. I got my distinguished medal. It's there's I think 180 or 200 people in the country that have become distinguished in prone 22. It's a tough thing to do, and I did it. That
Was that at Camp Perry?
probably the toughest. You have to win three. You have to be in the top 10% of three regionals and Camp Perry, and you can only do two. It's called the 4 legs, and you only can get 2 legs a year. So it takes a while to get it, and you have to keep track of it. So you have to finish in the top 10%. So you go to a match and there's only like 12 shooters, only one person's getting a leg, the winner.
Mm.
So you had to go to matches where there was more than 20 or 25 people. So they gave it to 2 shooters. So you had to finish 1 and 2. And then they send you this big medal and a pin and all this stuff. And your name goes in the book of the distinguished shooters. They have it for every class, pistol, rifle, position. And that's what I wanted to do, and I did it. So I'm happy about that.
That's cool.
I thought you was going to say that all those clubs that blackballed you up there, you was proud of that.
Then what?
All them clubs that's blackballed you and told you can't come back with the red rifle. I thought you was going to be.
Well, no.
He shoots so good with that
matter of
red
fact, the
rifle.
guy-
They tell you not to come back.
Or if you
With
did
that
not bring
gun.
it.
Yep.
Right.
Abigail Finnegan says she's got a
So-
Marlin 39A.
Can't beat them.
Yep. So,
Wonderful rifle.
see, Rustic Rimfire and Ronald Eastman them was talking about the Bagaras. Mine's the BMRX, and mine has the same issue as Rustic Rimfire's had when they cut the lands. There's a sliver of metal off the side of each land. It's like a burr on each one of them, and I don't know how they let stuff like that come out of the factory. Just mass production, I guess. But
CNC, baby.
Right.
I'm probably gonna send mine back and fight that fight and try to get them to give me a new barrel.
For that money, they better.
Yeah. So Hillbilly.
Dave.
Yes.
You can count, you can count 22, whatever firearm. But when it comes to manufacturers, a lot of us have like some favorite manufacturers. For instance, mine is like Marlin and Smith and Wesson. What's your favorite manufacturers across the board?
Oh, well, again, that's easy. Winchester.
Winchester.
I just hooked on a Winchester 52s. And Remington's right with them. And both of them basically are out of business, They're gone. I don't have any Ruger 22s, and I don't have any Marlins. I take that back. I do have a couple 25s. I had more, but I shipped one to the guy up in the corner. I've never tried taking a barrel off a Marlin. It's just
You shipped
it's
it to
just
the wrong
difficult to
corner,
work with.
Dave.
I seen a custom gun on Gunbroker, Dave, that's built off of a Model 25 action.
Was it?
Yeah, it's on Gunbroker. It's got a big old truck axle barrel and it's mounted on a Model 25 action. So Abigail says her 39A needs to be restored. So Abigail, take some before and after pictures so you can share those with us in the future if your plan is to restore it. I'd like to see it. So Brock, what's your question next?
So, of all the different bench rest targets that's out there, what's your favorite to shoot and why?
Actually, it's the 100-yard 3 bulls, the top, middle, and the bottom. That's the one I like the best. I like 100-yard shooting, and 50 yards okay, but if there's a 100-yard match, I'm there. Or 200-yard, I go to them.
There's a 100-yard match at the Hyde next weekend.
I know. And I really want to be there. I made this commitment, and it's for our church and it's for a worthy cause. And I tried to find somebody to replace me, but I couldn't do it. So, I'll be at the next ones.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break right there. We got 31 viewers right now, so please don't forget to go over and hit that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. But if you want your name called out in the side chat by the American Hillbilly, then type in the words Super Dave.
All right. KYRimfire and Hobbies got the first one out there. Super Dave. Then we actually have Super Dave typed out there, going by the alias of Rimfire Dave. We got Steve living in Southwest Virginia. We got Lever Action 22. We got Boomstick out there. Question for Dave: have you ever tried bacon grease to lube a gun? We got Hasbro out there. Abigail. We got Perry M in Kentucky. We got J Delta 22 NC, Coconut himself. We got Dale Pogue. Abby says Dave's not here, man. you got that's a big time 80s movie quote. We got Mr. Bob Doblina out there. Good to see you, buddy. We got Hasbro, famous Dave Osborne. We got I Farted out there. That feller stinks. We got Rimfire 22, Rustic Rimfire 22. We got Helping Man out there. We got Ronald Eastman. We got Jason Mahoy out there. Oh my goodness, what a great bunch of people. We got Rustic Rimfire 22. I think I said his name already. We got Southern Rifle. Chris Lane. And Dave says, nope, that's no on the bacon grease. We got TJ Fish and Howdy Mate all the way down from the Outback. And I believe that's about it right now, Chad.
Dave, what was the biggest mistake you've made building a rifle that was pretty much irreversible? Trash it, start over.
I can tell you this one because you'll probably appreciate it. When I first started, center fire rifles are a little easier to build. So I threaded the barrel, and I had the tolerance too tight, and I started to thread the action on, and it came about 3/4 the way on. It got a little rough, so I sort of like gave it a little help, kept turning it, and I kept turning it, and it was getting harder and harder, and I didn't put any lube on the threads. Next thing you know, it stopped turning, and it didn't come off. I couldn't get it off. I tried everything. So I ended up sticking it in the like big saw and cutting it off right at the front of the action. Then I had to put the action in there and bore the hole bigger until it got big enough. Then I could just bring the threads out. So I had to start over again. And then I called a gunsmith, and I said to him, how much, you know, do you have to have? And he said, you got to have at least a couple 3,000s. There's got to have some room, you know, to screw it on. So that was my first biggest mistake. I had a 24.5-inch barrel that ended up at 22.5. I had to cut it off. Yeah. Yep, that was a dandy. I never told anybody about that till now. Yep.
You gotta learn from your mistakes, man.
Yeah,
Well,
I made them all.
Yep.
I was going to update here.
Here's another thing I learned. I was putting a muzzle brake on a guy. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We just had somebody jump in named Mike out there. He's gonna say hi to him. Sorry, Dave.
Hi, Mike. That's okay.
All right, finish your story, Dave.
I forget what I was going to tell you.
Talking about a muzzle brake.
Something about a muzzle brake.
Oh, yeah. Yes. A good friend of mine said, can you put a muzzle brake on my gun? You know, right away I said yes before I thought about it. Now, when you buy a custom gun, you can put a brake on very simple. But you buy one that's already done, and then you buy the brake, naturally, you center up the bolt threads on, and you screw it on. But guess what? Remington is pretty smart. Their hole coming out the end of the barrel is not in the center. If you go ahead and check any Remington, you'll find they're about 12 to 15 thousandths out of center. So when you use the bore, put the brake in it, you can feel it. It's got a step in it, you know, and there's no way to fix that because there's just no way. So most guys buy a bigger, screw them on, and then turn the brake down to match the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Justin, you probably understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a bigger brake on and then use the barrel contour to turn the brake down. But I wasn't smart enough to do that. These are on Remington 700s. You know, 700s aren't threaded. But I put the brake on it, and the guy, he didn't care. But the brake worked really good. It tamed the gun right down. But it's a two-step process putting them on an old Remington 700.
So Abigail
So
says,
Justin, if you ever decide to do that.
Abigail says, do you not buy threaded barrels? Well, yeah, we can buy threaded barrels, but when you're building guns, sometimes you're starting with a barrel blank and it's not threaded on either end. So you have to thread your breech end, and you have to thread your crown end if you want it threaded for a device out on the end of the barrel. So you can buy them already threaded, but a lot of times you're dealing with a blank that needs to be chambered and everything.
Right.
So, Hasbro.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see, Dave. What does we saw
Go
you
easy,
shoot? I think
Hasbro.
it was.
My brain's done.
Yeah, I think you shot SK semi-auto, if I remember right, in your red gun. But what ammo does it really like?
R50.
Oh, that's really unobtainium. That's really hard to get.
It's
Well,
been
when it became available about 2 years ago, I bought 2 cases of it, and I still have quite a bit of it left that
It
I
has-
Good for you.
use.
Good
it
for you.
has not been available in almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So, Steve, you got another question?
Yeah, Dave, what's your favorite centerfire caliber?
Oh, everybody knows that. A 6-dasher.
What do you think of 6GT?
Did you hear me?
I sorry I did.
Yes.
Uh, there's a lot of guys that shot them around here. They have them. I haven't shot centerfire in about almost 8 years now, so I don't know how they're doing. I just like the dasher. It was my favorite caliber.
There's
Yeah,
been a lot of centerfires come out in the last 8 years, Dave.
I
Wow.
know there's a new one out there. My friend that learned in my basement how to build guns, he's been building them, and it's a 25 caliber on a 6.5 by 47 case. They're blowing it out to or necking it down to 25 caliber and shooting that new burger bullet. So it's a 25 6.5, I guess they call it.
25-47.
Yeah, 25-47, I guess it's called. I'm
Mhm.
not up on it. They asked me if I'd build some, and I told them I'm basically done building guns. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm a few behind.
So the 6-dasher, ain't that the one we were talking about the other day that you got to change the barrel out quite frequently because it's so fast?
No, you get 1,800 rounds out of one.
So it looks like George might have stepped away for a minute. So Justin, what's your next question?
How long was you into shooting matches before you shot your first perfect card?
Oh boy, I started shooting factory class only, and I guess it was about almost a year before I finally shot a 2500. Because I was shooting a CZ, an MTR, and I just couldn't shoot a 2500. And then I went to the Bagheera. Once I went to the B14, I think the next year I shot 6 or 8 of them. And unlimited, I've 2400s as high as I've ever shot on unlimited. But I'm going to shoot the ABRA state championship next weekend. It's outside of Pittsburgh. They're having it, and I've never shot an ABRA match before, so I don't know how I'll do.
The perfect card you shot, what target, what match was it?
An ARA factory.
Factory.
Yeah. In the prone matches, I've shot a lot of perfect scores. Not with X's, but I've shot, like you shoot one day 160 shots. So I shot 1600s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Can you see that, Hillbilly?
What's that?
I was telling Chris good night, and YouTube rejected my comment. You
That's
see,
understandable.
It showed up on YouTube.
not the one that, not the first one I typed. It says, "Good night, Chris. Can't wait to see you shoot the CZ," and it popped up automatically and said, "YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a little bit." So I changed it, and they rejected my comment.
Well, if it
Oh,
holds
what's that?
precedence, it means I'm about to get booted for your channel.
CZ.
So,
Oh my
anyways,
goodness.
all right.
No, I was
So
looking down. I didn't see it.
yeah, I got rejected.
Okay, we're done. We're done roasting Dave.
No, Hillbilly, you got a
Yours, Matt.
question?
Yeah, I think
We skip
we
over
got
George.
2 more here. Anyway, all I was gonna ask is you said something about pretty much everything's for sale. That, like I said earlier, it reminds me a lot of my grandfather. I mean, he was just a selling and trading guy, and he just loved to do it. But there was a couple things that he had, that he would not get rid of because, sentimental, or maybe he thought maybe the value was going to raise or something like that. Is there like 1 or 2 things that would not be for sale, at least not right now?
Mrs. Gardner.
I do. When my when my parents passed away, I inherited a little bit of money, and I went and ordered a special gun, rimfire, and it came, and I took it and had it engraved from my mother and father. And I still have it. It's. I don't even shoot it. I shot it a little, maybe a box of shells out of it, and they probably have been going since. Well, I'm 75. Probably 25 years they've been passed. But I do have a gun. I would not sell. One.
Well, that's awesome that you still have something that's close to your heart that you just can't let go.
I do. I do. One gun.
Abigail,
The rest.
Abigail, don't give him any ideas. She said, "Remember, CZ's only work for with the man buns and the craft IPAs." Chris has got enough ponytail; he could probably put a man bun up there. So don't give him no ideas.
That'll be a new video.
Yeah. All right, Brock, you got a question?
You said you shot a 2400 on an ARA. Was that indoors or outdoors? And did you shoot it with that red rifle?
Outdoor. I did. It was outdoor. Yes. Yep. I thought it was a little better than that, but it didn't. 2 of them didn't make it. Yep. It was outdoor.
Did they have the X count in play when you shot that?
I think I had 16 X's.
It's a good target.
Yep, excellent target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So George,
Yeah.
you was
It's
your camera was off and your microphone was off, so I kind of skipped you. Did you have another question?
And he's muted.
Yeah, you're muted right now, George.
About that.
You good
Yeah.
now?
How about stocks, Dave? What's your favorite brand of stocks other than the ones you make?
Oh boy. George, stocks are whatever's available at the time I need one is the ones I buy. I don't have any ones special. I don't think there's. I have Macmillans and I have Revolution stocks are called, and I have a lot I make myself, and I've tried them all. I don't have nothing preference. I even have. I think I have 2 chassis guns, and I think the chassis are the easiest guns. If a guy wants a stock, I tell him go with chassis. They're the easiest. You can do it yourself and get it shooting. I tell them go with the
Right.
chassis. Yeah. And you see more and more chassis now than you ever did.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And what they're doing
C's
now
getting
is
more ready.
right, CZ, and then they're putting them little Jaberals on them, and they're loving it.
Yep, you can believe it.
Yeah, that's right. There's living proof.
All you got to do is play with the shims a little bit, get the headspace right for the ammo you're shooting, and it's an easy, beautiful thing.
Well, Hasbro, that's not legal in ARA to change the headspace,
Nah.
but I'm sure that.
So, real
You can put
quick
him in
before Doug
custom.
gets-
What's that?
Go ahead, George.
That you can put him in custom class.
Yeah, custom class. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, maybe
yes.
shooting unlimited anyway.
Once you go to custom, yeah, once you change the barrel, they go ahead and shim them. Get that
Hasbro.
headspace, and that's
Unlimited don't mean you get unlimited round counts now, Hasbro.
But that's the way Lil J actually makes them. They ship you the shims with it and tell you to set it to the ammo
Right.
you want, you know.
Nice.
exactly. Yep. And
Real quick,
guys are
if you
doing
don't-
very good with them.
If you don't mind, Chad, Dave, have you shot any blackouts, the 300 blackout or 8.6? And if you have not, I suggest you try one of those if you can one of these days. A buddy or somebody's got one.
Well, I'm not much into recoil, and them 8.6 has got to be a lot of recoil.
Yeah, the 300 blackout is not, though. Yeah,
got
I
a couple
thought
I've
about
seen
that.
My problem is the cost of the ammo, even if you load it yourself.
Mhm.
It's terrible in 8.6 blackout.
Yeah,
It just takes the fun away.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
it is expensive.
take-
That's why I said if a buddy has one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can give it
I'll
back.
tell you a little thing.
Kind of like a 416 Barrett.
Yeah, $10 a shot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got about 10 minutes left here, so we're going to start winding her down. We'll just go around the room here. Brock, what do you got coming up? I know you said it's your off weekend for shooting, but you got a match coming up anytime soon?
I've got another ARA match next Saturday. Getting ready for ARA Nationals, which is the end of August. Then working on scope cap orders and trying to get a couple of stuff ready to start making some longer YouTube videos and start having some videos of ARA shoots and stuff.
You gonna have the girlfriend's gun ready by next weekend?
No. No, she's only painted a certain color, so I gotta wait on that to get done.
I guess she'll be shooting the hand shoots then.
She might.
Where's your national event at, Brock?
It's at the St. Louis Benchrest and Rifle Club.
Okay.
It's a great club, man.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice.
Hillbilly, what you got coming up, buddy?
Hang on a second. I'll try to put Brock's channel out here real quick.
I'll save you to last. Justin, what you got coming up?
Working tomorrow, and I think Sunday I'm gonna do some test and tune for the hide shoot. the following weekend. So it's about all I have going on.
It's everybody against Chad. That's the plan.
You mean they're gonna let you off work long enough to go to the hide?
Yeah, I'm taking that weekend.
Yeah.
I'd like to join you tomorrow with that
Yay!
match there with George, but I got to work tomorrow. Ain't no getting out of it.
What gun are you gonna shoot, Justin?
Probably take my Cooper to the hide.
I was gonna go down and let George and them show me how it's done.
Shit. Good luck with that, buddy. I might not even shoot. I may just run the match.
I've seen them scores down there going on. I'm a member of the Facebook page. I see all them scores.
Yeah.
Steve, what you got coming up, feller?
I'm going to get out and shoot your challenge target. Yours no pros a little more. I got 2 or 3 rifles I want to try that with. And then I've been wanting to do the vintage rifle challenge that Mike put out, Minnesota Shooting Sports. But the only vintage scope I had was a 3-power Weaver. So I picked up a V12 here the other day and I'm going to put on the rifle and see how it does.
What is your vintage rifle?
I've got a Savage Anschutz that I bought from Minnesota Mike there about 3 months ago, I think it was, or 4.
Okay,
Put it on there and see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Hasbro. You got my trophy ready?
I got my trophy ready. Yours is the first loser is not done yet, but he'll have it done for next week.
Second place.
Yeah. No, looking forward to that. We got some prizes to hand out from the last shoot. So we're going to do that at the hide and ship a few. Dave, you'll get yours in the mail.
I can take Dave to him. I'm going to Dave's house first week of September.
Okay, well, I'll just give it to you then.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I'm gonna get out and do a little shooting tomorrow. I got my guns all clean, and so I got to foul them in a bit. And I got this bolt action AR now with a really nice, true match grade barrel on it. And so tomorrow's the day to break it in and try to shoot some groups with it. So have a little bit of fun with that.
Those are those bolt action ARs are interesting looking. I'm curious to see what kind of accuracy you guys get with them because
I'm not buying it for the action, right? Because it's compared to any bolt, even a Savage bolt, they're terrible. But they work.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to see how good you can get.
Yeah. Well, by running a bolt and keeping the gases from blowing back, you should be able to gain a little bit of accuracy, I would think.
Yep.
I like the concept, but what I've seen of them so far, I don't know if I like the bolt.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't, because you're used to good bolts. But it's I've made it better, right? And that's fine. It's got me curious. If you want a cheap bolt gun, what can you do by just changing the barrel? You know, that's more or less what I'm doing.
So they're running a deal this week, and I used the Hillbillies link down there, and I got me a new optic coming from BCA.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
I got to
see what you think of that.
I actually got a notification today. They say that's going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, wow. You better
they shipped.
I don't know if it has to do with where I live, where I'm straight up from North Carolina or what, but
yeah,
every time I've ever ordered from Bear Creek, I get their stuff pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Well, I ordered that action, had it in 2 days. It's like I didn't order anything special. You just standard shipping.
I just ordered the scope yesterday. and I got a notification today that said it would be here tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Very good.
I actually have a video coming out Monday showing that scope and everything because, I mean, for the money that it costs, using that link and all that stuff, man, I mean, it's like a dead dog. You just can't beat it. I mean, honestly, clear scope, and that's the only reason I put that video out. Actually, I made the video today is because I know there's people out there, and I've had a lot of different scopes. You know, a lot of them companies sent me or whatever, and some good scopes and stuff. But man, I was like, I gotta tell everybody about this because it's
It's 5 to 25,
pretty,
right?
5 by 25 by 56. There's Pat in the bunker, hey buddy.
Pat in the bunker. Welcome aboard. You made it for the tail end of it anyway.
Yeah.
So I will say, I mean, Justin there, he kind of got me steered away from first focal plane scopes, but I thought for that dollar figure, I couldn't afford not to try one. They look to be a pretty good scope, and they're 180. So
Yeah, once Justin looks to it and sees that price, make sure you share my link with him.
I can't wait to see us shoot that ammo test
Well,
that Jay Delta sent you.
Oh man, that's coming
yeah,
up.
right.
You're finally going to see what that Savage will do.
Justin might give in to a first focal plane scope because he is talking about building a PRS rifle, so he might do first focal.
I believe I'll
Well,
see in a second.
Hillbilly, before you shoot all that ammo, go watch Rimfire Dave's cleaning videos and listen to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been cleaning my barrel for a week now. No.
Hey, I'll show y'all some pictures here I was showing Dave earlier. Justin, this is Shane. So Shane was discouraged and he was about ready to quit shooting matches with us. He's like, man, I came in here and won that one time and I just can't seem to get a win anymore. And I was like, how you cleaning your rifle? And I was like, I told him, I said, you need to go watch Rimfire Dave's video on cleaning rifles. And I said, follow it. So he goes home. He's texting me all that night, and Justin knows how he is. When he gets his mind set on something, he'll go all night long texting. And he's like, man, I keep doing what you told me to do, what Dave said to do, and I just keep getting dirty patches out of there. And I was like, keep cleaning. And he just next day he's like, man, I got tired last night. He said, I'm back on it again this morning. I'm still getting dirty patches out of there. And I was like, keep cleaning. So he sent me pictures. He's like, today, he goes, I finally got that stuff busted loose in there. He said, man, I didn't think I was ever going to get that thing clean. I want y'all to look at these patches, what was coming out of his barrel, and he was wondering why his gun was getting inaccurate.
And this is 3 days
Yeah.
of cleaning.
Yeah. 3 days of cleaning, and he's still getting stuff like that right there on his patches.
He needs to get some Rimfire blend, right, Dave?
Yeah. So now that he knows the cleaning process, and he went and shot it last night, and he says, "Oh yeah, it's shooting better." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I could see why." Yeah, it was leaded up. So, anyways, Hasbro just went. No, who just went? Hasbro.
Yeah, I went.
Dave's turn. Dave goes now. What do you got coming up, Dave?
I'm getting ready for that ABRA state championship. I've never shot it. I don't know what's about. And then the week after that is the ARA Unlimited State Championship. And the week after that is the ARA Factory Championship. And then there's the guys want to go down to Bristol for the Triple Crown and shoot that before they go to St. Louis. And I said, I can't be doing all this stuff, guys. I'm only one guy here. So I'm just going to shoot the ABRA and then deal with the next shoot as they come along. I'm trying to finish up a couple benchrest 22s for guys. And I have one almost done. I showed Chad a little earlier. I just have to finish the bedding. I got the stock done completely today. I just have to bed it. And it'll be done. And then I can start on the next one. So I'm pretty tied up for a while.
If you do go down to Bristol, you need to let us know because you're close enough where we can run down there and shoot with you.
Yeah, that's the Triple Crown. It's in August, the next to the last weekend.
Yep.
That at Kettlefoot.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that factory or
I'm
unlimited?
thinking about it. It's unlimited. Yeah,
Hey, Brock.
outdoors for, I think, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
The match, Brock. You can travel over.
That'd be some good weather too at the end of August.
You need to just come to nationals.
That's the problem. It's going to be hot in St. Louis. That's going to be hot.
Yeah.
The first week of September. Oh, boy.
That deal.
Can be tough.
And there's a lot of shooters that show up for that. And it's outdoor. It's a tough range.
Yeah, it was 125 last year.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's a long day every day.
Yes,
How many
they did.
benches do they have at nationals in St. Louis, Brock?
They've got 60, but they just use 50, and they'll run 3 relays. So
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
it's crazy.
So, who has not went other than Hillbilly? George, did you give us what's coming up?
No.
Coming up, George. Shoot tomorrow.
I don't think so. Did I?
You still there, buddy?
Yep.
Camera ain't, but his voice is.
George locked up.
Yeah. It's pro on YouTube, too.
There he
There
is.
he is.
Can you-
Yeah, come on with it.
I'm buffering so bad it's ridiculous, man.
Well,
We
go ahead and tell us
Got
what.
the
Go ahead and tell us what
got
you got
the,
coming. We hear you.
UBR coming up tomorrow.
UBR. That's a 6
Got
bull
the
target.
UBR coming up tomorrow. Hopefully you'll get to come down and shoot with us. UBR.
It's a 6 bull target, and they're going to shoot.
224. We're going to do it at 6 o'clock tomorrow night when it's going to start. So everybody got plenty of time to get there.
Shout out to my old buddy Pat in the bunker for sending me a $5 super sticker. Thank you, buddy.
Woo-hoo. That'll buy a brick of minus plus there.
Pretty much.
About
Got
4
to pay
bucks.
the taxes on the brick.
By the label.
So, Hillbilly, it's your turn, buddy.
Yes, sir. Oh man, like I said, I got a video coming out Monday talking about that Bear Creek Arsenal scope, and I filmed through the scope. I ain't edited the video yet, but it looks real good with my. I don't know how the camera work's gonna look. I mean, I'm no Moondog or Cyclops Joe, that's for sure. You know, but I got a video coming out on that, and then I also have a video coming out on Jalisi Oak Plus. It's a green dot right here, and this thing has one heck of a screen on it. I mean, a window. I mean, it's the biggest window that I've actually used or seen on a dot, and it is a green dot, and so I thought that was really cool, and so I got a video coming on that, and then man, I besides the hard seltzer challenge, we're going to go to the end of August at least on that, give everybody the summer, because I've just talked to a few people here and there, and they're like, I ain't got to shoot it yet. Like, I'm wanting to do it in a lever action or a pistol or whatever. Because pretty much any rifle or pistol or air gun you got, like, you can do that challenge. And so we're going to be doing some giveaways for that too. And, but anyway, yeah, we just got all kinds of stuff coming up. And then we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy tomorrow night. And we are having a special guest tomorrow night. And hopefully some of you guys and girls have heard of this guy, but it's called Fuel and Firepower. His name's Justin. And great guy. And anyway, he's going to be our special guest tomorrow night on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So excited to have him. And anyway, Chad, man, thanks a lot for having me on tonight. Always a fun time with all this panel and this side chat. It's amazing and having fun always here.
I appreciate all you being here. So, and especially Steve. Steve jumped on. He's a first timer. You did well tonight, sir. And look forward.
Thank you for having me.
Look forward to having you back. And good luck with your content creation. You're doing a good job thus far. And again, people, if you have not went over and seen Steve at living in Southwest Virginia, go check him out. We have, let's see, yesterday we dropped the video, or no, this morning we dropped a video shooting the CZ455 at the Stretch It Out Challenge, and those last two groups were amazing. And again, like I said in the video, I did a temporary bedding job using some aluminum tape. I folded it up and made like aluminum blocks, and I just used that just to see if bedding it would help. And I learned that from Dave. You can do that method first to determine if bedding it is even going to help it. So now that we know that bedding is going to help that rifle, that's our next problem child we're working on, is we're going to bed the CZ455. Waiting on Justin to get me some pillar blocks made, and we'll be able to get that rolling. Got a couple videos coming out this week that are of the Gene Davis and shooting a match. And I have one of a 1022 shooting a match. And then next week on Sunday, I have a pretty emotional video coming out. And he brought it up. It's a show, but my childhood rifle was a Model 25 Marlin. And I had a house fire in 2011. I lost everything I owned. And my childhood rifle was in that fire. It did not destroy the rifle. The bluing and the metal and everything was still good. It charred the stock. And the only reason that it got saved in the house fire is the clothes in the closet fell down over top of the guns and put the fire out that had started on the guns. So my dad took that rifle, and him being a woodworker, he redid a stock for me and put a custom butt plate on it and made it prettier than it ever was. And when I was getting married to my wife and moving here to Pikeville to be with my wife, someone caught me gone in my moving process, and they broke into my house and stole all my weapons except for the one I was carrying with me. And so I lost my childhood rifle, and I'd been looking for one, and Dave told me to not buy one, that he was going to bring me one, and he did just that. And I made a video on it, and I can't tell him how much I appreciate him giving me a rifle back that was identical to what I had as a child, and I'll never be able to repay him for that. But yeah, I got a few videos coming up. I got stuff booked out. I got stuff booked out through the end of August. I'm gonna go try to shoot UBRA with George tomorrow, and we're gonna be at the Hyde next weekend. So, just a little update. Next year, Justin and I are going to try to travel just a little more and try to shoot some matches other than our own. We usually have 2 matches a month here at my range, but the attendance has not been the same this year, so we're going to cut it back to 1 match a month, and we're going to start traveling and enjoying some other ranges and some other shoots, and that's for the year to come, because we've only got 3 matches left this year at our range, and our matches usually stop when deer season starts, because I got too many people that are dedicated deer hunters, and we're a month and a half away from deer season. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody.
Chad, can I say something real quick?
You go ahead.
Hasbro said you got an emotional video coming up in 2 weeks after he beat you at Hyde's shootout.
Yeah, he's going to be crying. It'll be emotional. He'll be crying.
Happy's an emotion too, Hasbro.
For me, yeah. I just, I'm going to feel bad about, whatever.
About losing.
Getting that trophy back.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out there. Me and Hasbro, we've shot against each other 3 times. I beat him twice. He beat me once. So,
no, I beat you twice. You keep forgetting. You keep forgetting the next day.
You wouldn't shoot against me. You shoot.
I shot both scores better than your scores. Isn't that beating you?
Different wind conditions.
Right, Justin? Come on, help me out here, brother.
You won your classes.
That's right. But who sat down and said, "Oh, I want a piece of that rifle twice." And you got a piece of it.
There you go. I'll take that again. We'll see. We have a lot of fun.
Anyways, it was good fun. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Looking forward to next weekend. Maybe the next time we have a meet and greet here in Kentucky, we can have more of these faces on that meet and greet, and we can have an even better time. So, anyways,
if we fire up a still, we might get Hillbilly there. He'll smell it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So I appreciate everybody in the side chat. I appreciate all the super chats and donations tonight. I appreciate the new VIPs. We will be doing a VIP giveaway here shortly, and we're going to give away 1 knife a month. If you're a VIP on my channel, then you get a chance to win a knife each month. So anyways, I appreciate everybody being here, and we'll see you guys next Friday on Let's Talk Benchrest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Steve, don't hang up yet, but